Water's only 50 right now, so it's enough to feed them. As you can see, I did a big water change. Water looks pretty good. And they're just super active. Not sure which ones I'm gonna take to the San Diego Koi show. Haven't quite decided yet. Look at that one, it's like a herd. It's really cool. And I'm just being very delicate right now with the food. If you definitely look at my pond, it's definitely like I would call it a new hyper fusion look to the koi hobby. I mean, the Gosanke group would be pretty limited in here. Shit, there's not even a Kohaku here. I have one in Japan, but there's not one in here. I have a Sanke that's so-so and a couple of Showas. I have a new female coming, a Sanke, so that'll be nice, but definitely with the Kujakus and the Goshikis and the Haitsui, it's definitely a hyper fusion look. It's almost like a new school style. I don't even know if I want to. I think a couple Kohakus would be nice to complement, but I really like these newer style. It's just the way it kind of happened once I started getting into them and what was available. And you know, like the Snowflake Asagi. I don't even have a standard, you know, classic looking Asagi, but she looks great. She looks awesome. It's crazy how warm it is in Vegas right now. I mean, I don't think we're really going to get a true winter out here. Water hasn't dropped below 50 more than probably 6 or 7 times. It's 51 right now. I just checked. So I did a huge water change. And it's interesting too, because you can actually tell by the conditions of the sides of the pond. The cooler it would be, the less algae there would be, but I've noticed that you could still see that kind of carpet bed look, and and that kind of goes away if it's really cold. Some winters I've had it where it just, you know, it just kind of it just dies off. It's just too cold. And certainly it's got to do with the conditions of your pond and how long it's been running, but I can certainly see it now where this year it hasn't really. You can see where it's dropped, you know, from consistently doing water changing, but if you were to look, can't really get a look a little bit, you could see, you know, the rest of the bed is really pretty consistent. Top of the waterfall obviously is going to be clean. I mean, everything else is going to die, all those little friendly bacteria. But I don't think we're going to get lower than where we're at now, which I got to be really careful about. I'd like to study and see how that affects the koi. I know, you know, Philippines has a weird thing because they don't get winter, so they have to chill their ponds, which I know that we don't have to because it's cold enough, but it's not long enough. So I'm curious to see how that reaction plays with the fish. You know, that true, you know, value and time of not hibernating. I mean, they don't. I watch them on the cameras all the time, and they're just swimming. They're moving. They're cruising. At night, obviously, they'll go down, but I look at about 7 o'clock, and they're still super active. Or 7 a.m. They're moving. Even 7 p.m. I mean, they do not want to slow down.